I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee. I remember us living not too far from the junkies.
But I'm bringing a tutorial on Tory Lanez's new song called Hate to Say off his album Memories Don't Die. I guess this kind of really just helps more the rappers and everything. A lot of y'all really been getting on my case saying that I don't do enough rapping type tutorials. So this really going to help y'all more than anything. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to turn off everything else that we have on here. I had to add in my own sounds because I couldn't find the instrumental. But we're going to turn off all these effects right here. So the first thing we're going to really just do is really go in and compress the vocal. So right here. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's go ahead and play without the compressor just to show y'all.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
So after that, hold on, okay, just wanted to double check. So now that you hear the raw vocal, what we want to go ahead and do is just go to the Foodie Limiter, click on compress. What you want to go ahead and do is just bring your ratio all the way to the right, your knee all the way to the right, bring your threshold down just a good amount to where your vocal is being slightly compressed, not too heavy on it. And right here, just didn't do anything to it, just to let you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee. I remember us living not too far from the.
So after that, we're gonna want to go ahead and put in EQ. So just go ahead and load in the Fruity Parametric EQ2. With rap vocals, you don't want to take out too much of the low frequency. With the mid, I just went ahead and boosted it about 1 or 2 decibels. The high frequency on, I guess to break it down like this, Tory Lanez vocals are usually really crispy. So that's the reason why I boosted up to 6 decibels. A lot of people may look at this and be like, oh, that's kind of wrong method to do because rap vocals aren't usually that high end. They don't need that much high end frequency. And that's kind of true, but it really depends on the entire, I guess the artist preference or the entire mix of the beat. But for this one, just to line it up, playing my vocal and Tory Lanez vocals together, it sounded really similar, bringing it up by 6 decibels and just taking out a little bit of these low frequencies. So I'm going to go ahead and just play this to show y'all what I'm talking about.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
So after that, we're going to add the Esser stereo by Waves. So what you want to go ahead and do is just get the threshold. Negative 21.8 is where you want to bring it down to. Frequency 5506. Audio split. Sidechain, select high pass. For the monitor, select audio. And now we're going to go and play the audio.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
After that is going to be a Fruity delay too. There's not an extreme amount of delay within the vocals, and you don't want to put too much delay in rap vocals because they don't really have too much of a vibrant harmonic feel like singing vocals do. So you want to get the volume knob right here and just turn it down a good amount. Get the high, not the high cut. You want to just get the cut right here and just bring it straight down to the middle. Your tempo, the tempo for this, I found that is 163.700. It was kind of weird getting this tempo, but that's where I found it at. So I lined it straight down in the middle and it reflected back on time. And with everything else, I just left it as is. So we're going to go ahead and just play it.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
After that, we're going to add a Fruity Reverb too. For this, since the entire track it has vocals in it and it's really an ambient feel, there needs to be a good amount of reverb in here. More so or less, rap vocals they don't have that much reverb in it because they really want it to be just full without having a crazy amount of effects or ambient feel. But for this one specifically, I added a good amount because there's a lot of ambient melody and vocal within the sample. So I'm gonna just play this right here. These are the settings that I had. If you want to get it, get at bluenovabeats.com. Within the folder, my raw vocals be in there for y'all to go ahead and just mess around with. So I'm gonna play it right now.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
Next thing is going to be your Foodie Limiter. So you want to bring your gain up and then bring your ceiling. First of all, just bring your ceiling down, which is the green knob right here. Bring that down to -3. Your release, bring that down to 0. And like I said, usually just bring up your gain till it's hitting the ceiling. Not like a crazy amount, just to where like it's peaking there. And now we're going to play it.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee.
Now we're going to go ahead and add Maximus. And what Maximus is going to do is going to clean up some more of that high frequency that the de-esser didn't take care of. So it's really just going in, and this Maximus is going to act like a multi-band compressor. It's going to compress the high end frequency. So we're going to get the band and bring that down to -12. And then for the second, well, this will actually be I don't know which one is first or second, but getting this band and just bring that down to -3. These other settings right here, you don't want to mess with them. So it's really just these bands you just want to adjust. The next thing just going to be the mid, bring that band all the way up. And then the low frequency, bring that band all the way up. And with the master channel, what you want to do is set the threshold. Just bring it over 1% to the left, or until it just says 0% saturation. And just when it comes over, when you bring it over to the left, it's going to be a pink color that comes down. That's going to be the saturation on the vocal. And you just want to make sure that it's down to -3. You can bring that down to -3 with the ceiling knob right here. So just make sure it's -3. And like I said, it won't go past that mark. Now that we have that, I'm going to play it.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee. I remember us living not too far from the junkies, the flunkies that try to.
So now that we have the mix of the vocal, we're going to just turn on all the other instruments and the sample in here and play it together.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee. I remember us living not too far from the junkies, the flunkies that try to put me on corners but never sunk me, I swear. In this.
So now to put the icing on the cake, like I always say, you want to go on your master channel. Go to Ozone 5 if you have that. We're going to load in the equalizer. You just want to go to the 8th band, click Brick Wall LP, and select Low Pass, and then Brick Wall is going to be right here. Once you click on that, bring it into where it's going to be at 15,126 hertz. That's going to clean up the high frequency in the entire mix. It's done in a lot of songs nowadays. If you don't have this, I have the Fruity Convolver, which is going to be right here. It's going to be set as the, I guess, like a replacement EQ if you don't have Ozone 5. And the Fruity Soft Clipper is just going to make sure that the entire song doesn't go past 0 decibels. So that way, the Fruity Soft Clipper, it has the original sound of every instrument, every vocal, and it doesn't kill any dynamic range. Now that we have that, I'm going to play the final quality of it. I'm going to turn off this master EQ right here because we don't need it since we have Ozone 5.
I find it funny how niggas start talking money. I'm living lovely, apartment far from the bungee. I remember us living not too far from the junkies, the flunkies that try to put me on corners but never sunk me, I swear.
So now that we have that wraps up this tutorial. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and email me at bluenovabeats@gmail.com. If you have any more requests, go ahead and put in the comment section. My bad, antivirus just popped up. But if you have any questions, like I said, email me. Go to bluenovabeats.com. Go to store, click on vocal chain so you can get the same exact section that I worked on. Like I said, my raw vocal will be in it, so that way y'all can know exactly how my raw vocal quality is, and y'all can just mess with it and adjust it to however y'all want to. But like I said, make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff, and I'll catch y'all on the next tutorial. But thank you all for watching.
The flunkies that try to put me on corners but never sunk me, I swear. In this, yeah, I'm killing this, yeah.